Hi, my name is Norman Chella. I am the current podcast librarian. I'm born in Miri. I'm from Sarawak. At the age of 9 or 10, we moved overseas to Europe. Imagine if you're 9, 10 years old and you are curious and full of wonder about the world. And next thing you know, you're taken out of that and then put into a school where nobody looks like you and you're treated differently for looking very different. Has led to some, like at the time, some self-esteem issues, right? Like I grew up thinking that I'm not as popular or handsome or good looking enough because I don't look like them. It translates to this growing definition of self worth equals how I'm treated or depicted in society. For uni, I realized that issue kind of holds very little weight. I think I was so obsessed with getting people to like me that it was pushing me away from the truth at that time that I just didn't like myself. When I moved to Australia, I learned like clean slate. Nobody knew me in Australia. So if nobody knew me, we move into an unknown where most people would be afraid or frozen by the fact that everything is unknown around them. But for me, it was like an experiment. There are no consequences for me trying out something new or learning how to love myself more. And suddenly I'm like, oh, the issue of self-esteem, self-worth, I feel everybody has it. And all of us were too young to understand how to solve it. We never had mentorship or guidance in learning how to love ourselves. We go to school and there are cliques, there are popularity circles, and out of envy, because nobody taught us how to process our envy, we think that is the best thing or the right thing to do. When in actual fact, and this is the truth here, nobody knows what they're doing. So if nobody knows what they're doing, why do they have power over me to decide who I am? Nobody cares about you, so why should you care about other people's opinions? A life coach of mine, a dear friend of mine, told me lives of every being change or shift every 7 years. So around ages 28 to around 30 something is when you have the shift of adulthood, and that is when you realize that you have to start unlearning some insights or truths from when you're a teen that have hurt you, but you have to cling on to them to survive. Those problems that you've had in your teenage times, they don't have power anymore. Nobody has power over me. I care about myself more than anyone else. I'm my biggest fan, I'm my biggest lover, so I will do whatever I want to do. And therefore your personality flourishes. Therefore, you chase after the things you want. Therefore, you get the things that you want. You go for the truths that you believe in.